Get by so my friend, welcome back to a brand new video. Let's get right into it. So, what you want to talk? What we talking? You seen the title, bro? Keith one-time Thurman. Keith one-time Thurman is back. One time is back, bro. Yeah, hey. So Keith Thurman, if you didn't know, probably a lot of people didn't know, he fought. Maybe a lot of you actually. So what, bro? Fought? Yes, he fought. He fought a guy named Jarvis at 154, right? And yo, I was going to stream this fight. I was going to wake up. I woke up at 5, but I was too tired. I was like, nah, Unc. Nah, Unc. This ain't going to work for me, Unc. This not going to work for me, Unc. And first of all, yeah, because my plan was go wake up at 5, go work out at 6, and be ready by the time the fight starts at 9. By the time 9 came, the fight already ended. At 8 o'clock, the fight ended. I'm like, yo, wait, didn't I swear I checked what time it was starting? It said 9 a.m. Apparently, it was 3 a.m. Yeah, I was never going to watch that fight. And also, it was free on YouTube, but I didn't know what. Yo, bro, I'm telling you, nobody knew Keith Thurman was fighting. It was in Australia, too. Like, again, yeah, I know. What the fuck? Why? What the fuck? Like, I don't understand how. I don't get it. I really don't get it. But nonetheless, Keith Thurman fought and he looked good. Because one thing about Keith Thurman is that he had potential, right? Ever since that Manny Pacquiao fight, his career has kind of been going up and down. And that's a self-inflicted wound, right? Unless there's something outside the ring that's been happening. After that Manny Pacquiao loss, yeah, granted, I get why he took some time after that Manny Pacquiao fight, because if you don't know, that Manny Pacquiao fight happened dead ass like 2 or 3 months or 4 months before COVID. So I get why he didn't fight, but he didn't fight for 2 more years after the Manny Pacquiao fight. And that's no excuse, because bro, they were fighting during COVID. We all remember that. By the end of 2020, boxers are trying to come out. The UFC was doing their shit. Boxing was still doing their shit. So he really didn't have no excuse, right? And when he did come back, he fought Mario Barrios, which was a great fight. He beat Mario Barrios. Yeah, Keith Thurman beat Mario Barrios, the 147 world champion. So that's a great win for Keith Thurman. And the fact that you beat a world champion just shows you that you're good. But then what happened? He took another 2 years break. And then it was last year, this same time, he was supposed to fight Tszyu for the world champion, mind you. Don't forget. Yeah, it's crazy to hear. Don't forget. Remember when Tszyu fought Fedor? That was supposed to be Tszyu versus Keith one-time Thurman for the world champion. And granted, he did not deserve that world championship. I don't know how the fuck you could be 1-1 in the last 4 years or 5 years and get a world championship. Again, these blocks, yo, hopefully UFC fixes his TKO, bro, because that does not make no fucking sense how you be 1-1 in the last 5 years and get a world championship. But like I said, it didn't pull out because he got injured, right? Then he waited another year, and now we're back here. Now we're in present time. Took 3 years. I get that he got injured for that Tszyu fight, but what was your excuse for taking 2 years to even fight that Tszyu fight? And what's your excuse for taking a whole year to fight this fight? Because, bro, I feel like after 6 months, he should have been ready, but no. It's like, again, bro fucked up his career by being so inactive. We see that with Jamal Charlo right now, being like 5 years inactive, bro. You can't be inactive as a fighter. You have to be active. And he was young. Like, I get you lost to Manny Pacquiao, you got knocked out, but it's Manny fucking Pacquiao, the top 10 best boxers of all time, 7 or 8 time world division champion. It's not nothing sad to be like he's probably in Mount Rushmore. You lost to a guy who's a Mount Rushmore. Yes, granted, Manny Pacquiao was old as fuck. He did lose to Ugas, got fucked up by Ugas, but still, it was a good loss. You got knocked out. You should have came back, and you came back and fought Mario Barrios, but then you took 3 years to come back. But hey, we're in present time, and he did come back, and he knocked the fuck out of Jarvis. Now, granted, Jarvis wasn't really good, Jarvis was just getting set up throughout the whole fight because he had no head movement. Like each time he would punch, he punched right here. No boom, 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 boom. No, just his head was always on the center line. Boo, 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 boo. Like I can't even do it. Like I'm always moving when I'm boxing. Like I feel like you always gotta move. Nope. Jarvis was like, nah, I don't feel like it. I'm just going to get my ass beat, and that's what happened throughout the whole fight. Keith Thurman was timing him correctly because head wasn't away from the. He was in our center line. He wasn't moving his head at all. He wasn't jabbing right cross and then moving his head. He was jab cross. Like I don't even know how you comfortable doing that. I can't even do that without moving my head. I don't know, but that's what happened, and you can clearly tell Jarvis. He did not deserve to be in the same ring of Keith Thurman. Yes, this is old time Keith Thurman, but it's still Keith Thurman. It's still a world champion boxer. And sadly, Jarvis nowhere near a world champion boxer, right? But again, that doesn't take nothing from Keith Thurman. Yes, this was a tune-up fight. Pretty much was a tune-up fight. I'm not going to lie. There was a eeny, miny, moe, I picked you. Bro's like, yo, I'm doing Uber. Nah, come on. Like, bro picked a random guy. Was like, yeah, you're my opponent. Yeah, I get it. 3 years. I don't blame him for doing that. Also, nobody knew about this fight. It was very low key. But let's talk about what happens now. Because if you didn't know, Keith Thurman was planned that if he wins this fight, he's going to fight Tszyu in Australia. Remember, like I said in the beginning of the video, continuity. He was supposed to fight Tszyu last year, but he got injured, right? And now the reports are saying that he's going to fight Tszyu in Australia. Now, there's other report, which I'm going to talk about, is Errol Spence. Again, Errol Spence is kind of in the same shoe as fucking Keith Thurman. Their career kind of parallel with each other. Both of them was on top of the game. Both of them were world champion, and then once they got knocked out, they just fucked up their whole career. Spence recently came out, said, yo, alcohol is a poison, and he showed that he's overweight. He said he hasn't been in the gym in 2 years. So pretty much he hasn't been in the gym since that Fedor fight, or since that Crawford fight. I know, crazy work. I literally started my channel off of that Crawford fight, and it's been so long. The fact that he's not back shows that his heart is not in it. And also, don't forget, Errol Spence, both of these motherfuckers also was kind of funny. Errol Spence and Keith Thurman, if they fight, they kind of had the same career. Both of them was on top of the world, then got fucked up by a legend of the sport in Crawford and fucking Pac-Man, and they both got knocked the fuck out, and they both almost got world champions opportunity that they did not fucking deserve. Errol Spence almost fought Fedor for the world champion, and fucking Keith Thurman almost fought Tszyu for the world champion. So they kind of are alike, but I kind of want this fight more than Tszyu fight, because the Tszyu fight, Tszyu is whooping the fuck out of Keith Thurman. Like, it's not even going to be close. Keith Thurman just fucked up no offense, but a bum. Like, he's nobody. Like, nobody knows who he was. And he was nobody because it was the middle of fucking Wednesday in Australia. Of course, nobody cares about this, but not even Saturday or Friday, Thursday, a Wednesday fight. But that Errol Spence fight is really good because both of them has been mad and active. I don't know if Errol Spence is ever going to come back. He said he hasn't been training the last 2 years. I don't know if he's going to prepare now. I'd rather see that fight because I feel like that fight would be more compelling. Both of those motherfuckers need a win. They need a win bad. They need to show that they're back. And I feel like that would do more numbers. Because in my opinion, Tszyu just go in there and fuck up. He's going to fuck up Keith Thurman. Yes, Tszyu got knocked the fuck out by Backrum, or how you pronounce his name. But Backrum is a fucking boogeyman. He has power. He's looking like he's going to be a world champion. He's going to be the next guy. And I feel like Tszyu is going to easily whoop Keith Thurman ass. Like, it's not going to be close. But that Errol Spence fight, I have no idea who's going to win. Right now, My early money, if that fight happens, is Keith Thurman. Honestly, after that fight, because at least Keith Thurman is back in fighting shape. Fucking, I don't know where Errol Spence is. So, anyways, he has two choices. He have Tim Tszyu on Australia and Errol Spence. I personally want that Errol Spence fight more, because that Errol Spence fight is going to be way more competitive, way more fun, and both of them need that win. And both of their careers are kind of the same. They parallel each other. But anyways, like I said, do you watch? I'm not even going. You did not watch the fight. I do, you little bro. I know you did not watch the fight. Nobody watched the fight. Not even the audience watched the fight, bro. There was like 10 people there. But which fight would you rather watch? Let me know. Anyways, yeah, fuck off.